The Ripper. In for surprise, you're in for a shocker. In London town streets, when there's darkness and fog, and you least expect me, and you turn your back. I smile when I'm singing, the shadows by the wall. I love when I'm creeping, but you don't see me at all. Oh, hear my warning, never turn your back on the river. You'll soon shake with fear, and never knowing if I'm near. Staying up shameless, nocturnal and nameless, except for the river, or if you like, Jack the Knife. Let's get them hands bleeding.
Bangers out there, you see you get up off your seats, lock your doors and keep your parents out, and turn your music up. Feel it, do you feel it? Feel the power in my brain. Feel it, but I'm to it. Let the shine eyes suck your brains. We're gonna be your leaders, we're gonna help you find your way. We got the will and the way to be damned. We're gonna do it today. Cause tonight is the night of the damned. And tonight is the night of your lives. Rejoice! Tonight is the night of the damned. And tonight is the night of your lives. Tonight you'll be saved. Oh, I don't think you're with me. Come on, turn your box up louder. Do you feel it? Feel the power in your brains. Feel it, but unto it. Let the shine light from your brains. We're going to be your leaders. We're gonna help you find your way. We got the will and the way to be down. We're gonna do it today. 'Cause tonight is the night of the damned. And tonight is the night of the dead. Rejoice! Tonight is the night of the damned. And tonight is the night of your lives. Oh, tonight you think you'll be saved? Let's do it again! Feel this! Tonight is the night of the damned. And tonight is the night of your lives. Repent! Tonight is the night of the damned. And tonight is the night of your lives. Tonight you'll be saved, and there will be no others to save you.
walls. I see his face and looking last time. This screaming laughter hates the pain of the spring and sea. And the door was locked, opened. Now I pay that price, turn hold over. From the knowledge, was it worth such torment? To see the
Hey guys, welcome to KBLP LLC and yay! I hear what you mean, AWO. I really get that. I get it. So, welcome AWO. Hey Stephen. Welcome to Power Metal Part 2. Now, I just played some music that we went over before in Part 1. I love The Ripper by Judas Priest. That's one of the best ones ever. So we're doing the 90s tonight, where some of the best power metal groups came, I think, in my opinion anyway. We have Camelot, we have Sabaton, we have Dragonland, we have Nightwish, we have Dragon Force, Hammerfall, Avantasia. So lots of great music tonight. So to start off, we're going to talk about power metal and what it is, okay? It's a subgenre of the heavy metal. Combines characteristics of traditional heavy metal with speed metal, very often with symphonic context. Generally, power metal is characterized by a faster, lighter, and more uplifting sound. And it also has a lot of fantasy with it. And some of them can really be long. And one of the first groups we're going to do tonight, one of my favorites, I think it's in my top 5, is Halloween. The band Halloween. I love them. They are great. I don't know if any of you have listened to them. I'm sure you have. And it's a German power metal band, founded in Hamburg, northern Germany, by members of bands Iron Fist and Gentry. And its first lineup consisted of a singer and rhythm guitarist. But they are from Germany. They are awesome. I think they have some great music. After their debut album Walls of Jericho in '85, their group expanded, and in 1987 and '88 they released Keeper of the Seven Keys albums, and that established Halloween as a notable heavy power metal band. So, first up with Halloween is Forever and One. Enjoy.
What can I do? Will I be getting through? Now that I must try to leave it all behind. Did you see what you have done to me? So hard to justify. Slowly it's passing by. Forever and one, I will miss you. However I kiss you, yet again, way down in Neverland. So hard I was trying. Tomorrow I'll still be crying. How could you hide your life
Okay, next we have Blind Guardian. Now, the reason I'm going through this week on part 2 is because these bands are just so awesome. I got to talk a little bit about them. You tell them, AWO. Tell them. I got your back, Ike. No problem. Blind Guardian is also a German power metal band. What gets me is like Halloween. They don't sound German, do they? I'll bet they talk German. Like, I have that accent, though. But when they sing, it's not there. It's weird. But anyway, Blind Guardian is also a German power metal band formed in '84 in West Germany. They are often credited as one of the seminal and most influential bands in the power metal and speed metal subgenres. They are just totally awesome. They're part of the heavy metal scene that emerged in the 80s. They were formed in '84 as Lucifer's Heritage, and then changed the name. So in '87, several others joined the band, and it lasted 18 years. And when they changed their name to Blind Guardian, they released their first album, Battalions of Fear, in '88. They have established themselves as a notable, successful band as pioneers in the power metal movement. So there you go. So here is Blind Guardian. Here is Mordred's song.
Before it starts, our first breath wasn't done. The spirit sunken deep into the ground. Why am I alone? I can't hear my heartbeat. Silence all don't come close, I fear your child. But when that kicks out, but they pull me and change my thoughts. No one asked if I wanted, if I like it. Pain inside is rising. I am the fallen one. A figure in a
Dang, they rock, don't they? Are awesome. Blind Guardian. Gotta love them. Okay, you know it, Jenny. Party, party, party. Anyway, next up is Hammerfall. And actually, in the early stages when they first started, they actually just played local. They had other stuff going on. They played in other bands and stuff, so they just played locally pretty much. By the later 90s, late 90s, they spent like a year writing the album Glory to the Brave. And it was just initially released in the Netherlands and obtained positive feedback. They're actually a Swedish heavy metal band from Sweden, yeah. So as they grew in popularity, the time available for members of the band to dedicate to their other projects they were doing became limited. They more concentrated on Hammerfall. So by and by, they just, it's becoming more and more Hammerfall and not the other stuff. So, we got lost here for a minute. I was ad-libbing there for a minute. But they did Glory to the Brave. It was, like I said, initially released in the Netherlands, and it obtained positive feedback. It is also worthy of note that the band's mascot, the Paladin, Hector, first appeared on the cover of the album. And as they grew in popularity, some of the band members wanted to pursue the path of the thrash metal band None, but Hammerfall's lineup then underwent a lot of changes. Okay, then early '97, the German label Nuclear Blast approached Hammerfall with a contract for a European release deal, which included 4 albums, and they was accepted. And they proceeded to record their first 2 music videos, Hammerfall and Glory to the Brave. Glory to the Brave was released throughout Europe, and then they released it in Japan and the United States, and they were on their way. And they were also nominated for the Swedish Grammy Award in Best Hard Rock category. In '98, the recording Legacy of Kings began. The album was once more written by Joachim, Oscar, and Jesper. They wanted to keep the mood of their first release. They made some expressive concerts before the release of Legacy of Kings, playing in festivals together with Alice Cooper, Rammstein, Deep Purple, Dream Theater, and Stradivarius. So their first world tour took place in October '98. So they were on their way, and here we are. They are one of the best in the world. They're considered Hammerfall, and this is Let the Hammer Fall.
as in battles alright, as the forces of steel will unite. The way of the warrior, the call of his life, shall lead us all into the light. The metal crusade will conquer all. Our bonds will be strong. You see the infidels fall. Surrender your soul to the gods of steel. In the blood of the fallen, the enemy's nail. Turn your own deeds to his gracious glory, and he will make you see. Raise up, defend, never ever be outdone in bravery. We want it to be of the warrior. We want it to be, the others will see of the warrior, the way of the warrior.
Okay, that was Hammerfall, one of the... Welcome, Tracy. Glad you're here. Is that true? Great. Thank you, Jasmine. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to D.W.D. Glad you can make it. Okay, next up is Sabaton. Now, Sabaton is also a Swedish band, but the Swedes really produced some great bands, didn't they? Chris Stevens on Freaks in the Basement plays a lot of Swedish bands, and they are really good. You're more than welcome anytime, Tracy. I'm so glad you're here. So join in the convo, have a good time. So Sabaton is also a Swedish power metal band. Their lyrical themes are based on war, historical battles, and acts of heroism. Like I said, a lot of fantasy goes into the power metal, which we're going to get to the good stuff after a bit. Nightwish and Camelot and Dragon Force. So, good. Well, thank you, Jasmine. Great job, Jasmine. Thanks. I'm typing, guys, so give me a minute here. Can't talk and type at the same time. Invite anyone you like. Anybody's welcome. So the name is a reference to a sabaton. That's a knight's foot armor. The armor and battle theme is heard in their albums Prima Victoria, The Art of War, Coat of Arms, Heroes, and The Last Stand. And all the songs contain these motifs. The final tracks, though, are a tribute to influential heavy metal bands. If I could speak correctly, it would be good. The lyrical content is drawn from World War I, World War II, and other historical conflicts. And lyrics often recite the stories of heroic deeds by men in armies. So here is Sabaton with Hellrider.
Legends are running, the blood burns like oil. They one by one down the highway. Fires are screaming, betrayal from below. The sirens of death head away. We'll always be one step ahead. We'll not fall back. Metal to metal, rock hard and break free. The philosophy of the rider. Don't use the brakes right across the exit. Adrenaline taking you higher. Fall back in line, or stand to
Okay. Yeah, I get. Oh, Stephen. Yeah, my work schedule sucks a big one lately too. I get it. Oh, I'm so glad. Good to hear that. I can't wait till you can be there. It makes it much more interesting. Okay, up next is Primal Fear. Again, another German power metal band. Formed in '97. Sinner and Sheepers formed the band. Sheepers was not hired as Rob Halford's replacement in Judas Priest. So it comes around, right? So they formed Primal Fear. So, let's see. I just want to get to the stuff. They're still going strong, by the way. They are a great, great band. Their lyrical themes are often a very controversial issue. Although the main lyrical motives in Primal Fear's works are metal, science fiction, and fantasy. But a lot of people think it's metaphorical. Their lyrical themes usually project images of science fiction, but could possibly refer to themes of religion and government. It depends who you talk to, right? Of course. One example would be Black Sun, their album. Could be interpreted as a concept album about a space exploration mission, but maybe not. Their genre is power metal, but they have some elements of pure thrash and traditional heavy, and 70s European hard rock are included in the music. But they are also another German band. So we've had Swedish and German bands pretty much more. But here is Primal Fear with Road to Asylum. Okay. That's Primal Fear, Final Embrace. Great music. Okay, up next is Dragonland. Again, another power metal band from Sweden. They can really make some music, can't they? And the group is most notable for basing their first two and their fifth album upon the self-produced The Dragonland Chronicles fantasy saga. And of course for the original symphonic electronic parts. They were formed in 1999, and their debut album, The Battle of the Ivory Plains, was released in April of 2001. Their second album, which this next song is based on, is Holy War. It was released in 2002. These bands that I'm doing, they're still going strong, to let you know. In 2003, they invited the Japanese power metal band, Galnerius, to play with their Japan tour. Their fourth album, Astronomy, was released in 2006. And the fifth Dragonland album was released in 2008. Dragonland launched their redesigned MySpace site, and they, with a high-quality pre-production of The Shadow of the Mithril Mountains, it took a lot of time before it was ready. In October 2014, it was announced so they would release a reissue. Say that 10 times, I dare you. Of their first album, Battle of the Ivory Plains, and a remastered version of Holy War. They were released in December of 2014. So they're still going strong. So here's Dragonland with Holy War.
Night and day, for
Okay, thanks AWO for being here. Great to see you. Okay, up next is Nevermore. Now, unfortunately, the band is no longer. They were an American power heavy metal band from Seattle, Washington. They formed in 1991. They're known to incorporate elements from various styles: power metal, progressive metal, hard rock, heavy metal, and thrash metal. The band has been on hiatus since 2011. There were some personal issues between the band members. But in April 2015, lead singer Warrell Dane confirmed Nevermore had not disbanded and they were going to work on a new album within the next 2 years. Unfortunately, Dane's passing in December 2017 ended all that. So here is Nevermore with Beyond Within.
Nevermore
Okay. That's Nevermore. And it's really too bad that they're not going to be, they're not around anymore because they're really good. Up next is Darkmoor. Now, this is interesting. They're a Spanish metal and symphonic power metal band. They're from Madrid, so another one across the pond there. So far, we've only had the one American band. So they formed in '93 and produced 3 full-length albums before undergoing a lineup change. They've been going strong since. On July 21st this year, 2018, Eric Garcia, who is the only founding member left, and he's guitarist and founder of the band, announced that their next album would be called Origins. And after that, the parentheses they did with ufology themes on Project X, they would return to their habitual themes. Origins will be about the Celtic world, also adding Celtic instruments on their new songs. This album will be released in December of this year, December 7th. So something to look forward to. Maybe I'll do a thing on them because that is so cool. A Madrid Spanish band doing Celtic music. Interesting. They are going strong yet. And then up next, we have some of the bigger bands. Ooh, I can't wait. Darkmoor is one of them, and they're still popular. So here's Darkmoor with Shadowland. Okay, now we're going to get the heart and soul of the power metal bands. Up next, Nightwish. Oh my God, who hasn't heard of Nightwish? I absolutely love them. And the next couple of groups, they are just phenomenal. I love Nightwish. They're a symphonic power metal band from Finland, and the band was formed in '96. And their first debut album, Angels Fall First, was in 1997. Several changes have been made since with lead vocalist, female vocalist, and male. And although Nightwish they've been prominent in their home country since Angels Fall First, they did not achieve worldwide fame until the release of the albums Oceanborn in '98 and Wishmaster in 2000 and Century Child in 2002. Their 2004 album Once has sold more than 1 million copies and was the band's breakthrough in the United States. Their biggest U.S. hit single, Wish I Had an Angel, received MTV airplay and was included on 3 U.S. film soundtracks to promote their North American tour. The band produced 3 more singles and 2 music videos, as well as a re-recording of Sleeping Sun. And they've been, on and on ever since. Nightwish is the 3rd best-selling band and musical entity in Finland, with certified sales of nearly 900,000 certified copies, and is the also most successful Finnish band worldwide, selling more than 9 million records and receiving more than 60 gold and platinum awards, having released 5 number 1 albums and 13 number 1 singles. Here is Nightwish with Night Quest. One of my top power metal band, Dragon Force. Oh my God, they are phenomenal. I love these guys. I love this band totally. And thanks to Chris Stevens, I was introduced to them a couple years ago. I think it was about a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years already. And that's when my love for power metal came into being. Dragon Force, they are a British power metal band based in London. Okay, they formed in 1999, and the group are known for their long and fast guitar solos, fantasy-themed lyrics, and electronic sounds in their music to add to their retro video game influenced sound. Dragon Force have released 7 studio albums, 2 live, 1 compilation album, 1 live DVD, and 1 demo. And they're still going strong, by the way. I gotta kind of go through a little bit of it because they're so good. I don't want to go through all the band members. Okay. They had an independent release. Their demo was enough to make them one of the most popular independent power metal bands in the UK at the time. Their song, Valley of the Dam, was released as their debut single shortly after they changed their name permanently to Dragon Force in 2002. And this was after finding out another power metal band already had the name Dragon Heart. A promotional video featuring live footage from their tour around Europe was released along with the song. The song was also a huge success on mp3.com, where it charted at number 1 for 2 weeks as the most downloaded song. In 2002, the band signed to Noise Records and began recording their debut album, Valley of the Damned. Oh, it is excellent, and that's what I'll be playing. The title track we released in promotion of the album is one of the best-known Dragon Force songs to date, and is a staple of their live performances to this day. Their tour for Valley of the Damned lasted until 2004. Their second studio album, Sonic Firestorm, proved to be even more successful than their previous album, with their lead single, Fury of the Storm. It was so hard to pick the music for this because they are all so good. And they had a new bassist and drummer at this time. They began referring to their style of music as extreme power metal due to the fast blast beats and double bass rhythms. The tour was longer than the band's previous tour, Valley of the Damned, featured more headlining shows. They toured with many well-known metal bands such as W.D and Iron Maiden. They also added the video commentary focusing on the making of Sonic Firestorm. They went mainstream with their third album, Inhuman Rampage, which was released in 2006. And Through the Fire and Flames is perhaps their most famous song to date, and is featured on the video games Guitar Hero 3, Legends of Rock, Guitar Hero Smash Hits, and Brutal Legend, as a downloadable content for the Rock Band franchise. Woo-hoo-hoo. They are still going strong. Let me tell you what. Dragon Force, Lee stated in late 2009, Dragon Force would stop touring in December and spend Christmases home. February 2010, the band re-released their first 2 albums and remastered tracks, while both albums included bonus tracks. I'm trying to think. Trying to see. March 2011, Dragon Force announced their new vocalist. His first show with Dragon Force was the band's opening for Iron Maiden in August of 2011, where they debuted a new title song, Cry Thunder. They released their 5th studio album, The Power Within, on April 2012. During their North American tour, the band performed a new song titled Fallen World along with Cry Thunder. And starting from September 2012, they embarked on a UK and Ireland tour. Trying to get into here from now. 2016 till now. In April 2016, they released the compilation Killer Elite, The Hits, The Highs, and The Vids, featuring a double CD of the band's greatest hits. The band also embarked on the Killer Elite World Tour to support the release. In July 2016, Dragon Force issued a statement on the health status of Mark Hudson, revealing he had been signed off by doctors and was unable to perform. And, of course, he was replaced for the shows. Trying to think, they're still going strong. So I just want to give some background on Dragon Force because they are a force to be reckoned with. So here is their excellent song, Valley of the Damned. Enjoy.
Hidden by a stormy light, a battle rages for the right, for what will become. the valley of the damned. Warrior with sword in hand, he travels fast across the land. For freedom he rides. And the sound from the master on high screams aloud and the cross to the cry for the kingdom of fire and ice and the power to be alive. Be strong, run on, carry on through the world. Come along, carry on, moving forevermore. On the wings of death, by the hands of doom, by the darkest light from the dark.
What is not to love about Dragon Force? Seriously. I absolutely love them. Up next, we're down to the last two. Avantasia is up next. And it's a German, again, we've only had one American group. And unfortunately, one of the founders passed away and is nevermore, which is the name of the group. This is another German supergroup rock opera band. It has been characterized as a rock opera, as it features the contributions of various vocalists and musicians and consists of concept albums. The name is a portmanteau of the words Avalon and Fantasia, fantasy, and describes a world beyond human imagination. That is the best description ever. And the guy from Tobias Sammet, he was a vocalist of the band, Ed Guy, actually Halloween, he was. Associate Acts, Rhapsody of Fire, Heaven's Gate, Scorpions, Alice Cooper, Epica, Camelot, Judas Priest. So they've been with all these. Uriah Heep, Deep Purple, Twisted Sister, Queen Search, Nightwish, etc. It's just some of the best music ever. So here's Avantasia with Neverland.
Neverland.
Okay, that was Avantasia. Great group, great group. Okay, up next is the top one as far as I'm concerned. Also, I want to let you know with them, Avantasia, they have a song called The Scarecrow. I might just do a music night just for the heck of it and play it because it is very long, but it is just phenomenal. I absolutely love it, but it's really long. I may do just, like the top three ones and do a mess of their songs. Camelot, Dragon Force, Avantasia. Camelot is up next. They are as far as I'm concerned, they are the top power metal bands. They are fabulous. I absolutely love Camelot. They're actually an American European power metal band from Tampa, Florida. Yay! Finally, the only dead two bands in America. So they had a Norwegian vocalist. And as of 2018, let me tell you what, they have released 12 studio albums, 2 live, 1 live DVD, and 20 music videos. Their latest studio album is The Shadow Theory, and that was just released April 2018. This band is just, between them and Dragon Force, I could listen to them all night, to be perfectly honest. I absolutely love them. I hope you guys have enjoyed this power metal band, and I'll play a few of them at the end after the rundown and some shout outs. So here is Camelot, yes, Veil of Elysium.
Thank
Okay, Camelot, Fire Within. You gotta love Camelot. Okay, that wraps it up for Power Metal the 90s. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I did. This was the most fun I've had with the music, I think. I just love the power metal bands. I hope you guys did too. So, anywho, let's get down to the rundown of the shows. Usually Lolita's Jam is on after this, but I know she has school. So, hopefully she'll be on soon again. Chained was on earlier. Yay. Des, you are awesome as always. Tomorrow night, join me for Hollywood Review. And then, of course, our biggest freak of all, Chris Steven, is on with Freaks in the Basement. And with Halloween just around the corner, those freaks are running amok, creating havoc, mayhem, and madness. So beware of the freaks, of course. Saturday, join me with Encounters of the Strange Kind. Oh, first, I'm sorry, I don't want to forget my more co-host, Michelle Auger. She does Ecto about 5, 6 p.m. My time, Eastern Standard Time. So join her for Ecto, truly scary ghost stories and strange things. It's like Paranormal Day. Join me Saturday night for Encounters of the Strange Kind. We're going to do some haunted castles. Well, where are the most haunted castles, and what goes on in them. And then after that, even we have our own ideas, like dog, with JM, and that's a party all night long, guys. Seriously. Sunday, join me for American Horror Story. Boy, that's getting good, is it not? Oh, Cordelia. Anyway, join me for that. Monday is Sports Talk. Join me and Ideas. I hope you'll be with me for some sports talk. Should be interesting. Also, I'll know Monday for sure, but it looks like I'll be doing my live Haunted Attraction podcast Tuesday night after work. If as soon as I know Monday for sure, and it's written in stone, I will let you know and spread the word, okay? It will be a live Haunted Attraction podcast with real screams and real monsters and everything else. We'll talk to everybody. And then Wednesday is Halloween. All the ghouls and goblins and ghosts and witches will be out, of course. So I think I will wait on Walking Dead till like Thursday. We'll switch it up some because that's Halloween night. I want to do a special Halloween podcast music. So hopefully we'll get to that. Okay, so that's kind of the lineup through the week. Shout out, guys! You rock tonight. AWO. Welcome, Tracy, to the fun group, the best. We have all our excuse me. Check them all out. Check all our podcasts out. Glad you could join us. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you, Stephen. Jasmine, you are awesome. AWO, Ike, Stephen, everybody. Thank you for joining me tonight. It's been so much fun. You guys rock, and I wouldn't be here without you. So, yeah, totally awesome. AWO, I hope to see you soon again. The next time we meet on D.W.D, we're going to be doing a two-parter. We're going to follow country music. I think some of the old stuff, and then in the more contemporary, some of the biggest names in country. So it'll probably be a two-parter. So that was a request, guys, from Michelle. So she's like, yeah. I'm like, okay. And we have not done that yet. I enjoy the rock and the power metal and the heavy metal. That's my kind of music. Country, well, I have to do them all. It is decades with Denise. It includes all music. If there's something you want to hear, please let us know at KBLP LLC Facebook page. You can get a hold of me there or put your request on that page and I will see it. So, yeah, let me know what you want to hear and I'll be glad to do it. Shout out to KBLP LLC. Shout out to Typhoid Marys. Thank you for letting me share the music with you every week. Shout out to True Horror Junkies, Art of Darkness, Horror Three Ring Circus, Planet B period O period B period, The Walking Dead Freak Show, Survival Wolves with Mike Ronan, Conflicted, What If Scenarios with Julie Kinney. She is such an awesome lady. I hope we get to get her on again. Oh yeah, Monday's Planet B period O period B period too, so don't forget to join Michelle and myself on Planet B.O.B. Let's see, who else? Am I forgetting anybody else? King Barker and Beyond, of course. But shout out to all you guys. You guys rock. It was so much fun tonight with you. I'm glad you enjoyed the music. I'm going to play a little bit more, call it a night. So thank you again. Really appreciate it. Have a great rest of your night. Have a great day tomorrow. Peace out, y'all.
we may meet again, but now hear my song about the dawn of the night. Let's sing the bard song. Tomorrow will take us away, far from home. No one will ever know what is, but the bard songs will remain. Tomorrow will take it away, the fear of today, it will be gone. You two are magic songs. There's only one song in my mind, tales of a brave man who lived far from here. Now the bard songs are over and it's time to leave. No one should ask you for the name of the one who tells the story. Tomorrow will take us away, far from
Unholy darkness in the eyes of broken dreams. Outside of the wasted and torn, a land of tears still remains. Soldiers of destiny calling, and the fallen will rise up again. Conquer the forces of evil and fight to the end. Cry thunder, sword in his hand, titans of justice, fearlessly stand. Cry thunder, strong in command, savior of nations, freedom of man. Cry thunder, sword in his hand, warriors defending one final stand. Cry thunder, strong in command, blessed by the union, freedom of man. Blessed by the union of man. Cry thunder. When the darkness brings the cold to draw me under, I am caught between the chapters of a dream. Something's reaching out and my entire world's crumbling, and it whispers that I am the chosen one. Can you hear? 'Cause when the night begins to fall, I watch the shadows growing tall, feeling my insomnia like a fly on the wall. I'm asleep but wide awake, a nightmare.